I can has fair use? So, a lot of people have been getting on the back of this new hashtag, WTFU, which is apparently not just taking a U word and tacking it on to WTF. Nope. Where's the fair use is a circulating YouTube tag people have been putting out to try and get enough attention to save their channels from YouTube's flawed copyright system. Popular channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers are getting copyright strikes on things that, by all rights, should not constitute an illegal copyright infringement. If fair use was actually being supported here by YouTube, as they supposedly claim they do, then I wouldn't be here right now. This is the channel where what you get is spam, and I am Crackers, and today I'm jumping on the bandwagon and protesting against YouTube. Without getting too in-depth, fair use is an American copyright law that basically says you can use bits and pieces of things that are copyrighted by other people if you use them in a certain way, and a certain way is defined as transformative, meaning you're reviewing it, using it to teach people, that is educational purposes, parodying it, or commentating on it. This law says, at least in America, that it's okay for you to use this stuff, and you are allowed to for those purposes, as long as you're not claiming it as your own. Well, now I can't really complain, can I? Or at least that's what some people may be thinking. I'm just a small-timer with no copyright strikes and successfully monetized videos. But, can I just say but? That's only because I had this crap backfire on me in the past, and now I'm too scared to do anything really productive on this channel, and I'll get around to that in just a minute. Once upon a time, I made Yu-Gi-Oh! AMVs for fun and got my butt kicked off of YouTube by TV Tokyo. You know, the other company who is now responsible for getting Little Karibo kicked off of YouTube how many times now, too. I didn't mind the third-party music notices on my other AMVs because at least I got to keep my video up and I wasn't even trying to make money off of it at the time. Still, the animation, no matter how much I edited it, got my channel expelled. Yes, kicked off of YouTube altogether. I've done some other risky stuff since then, but as far as SpamCrackers goes, I don't take any chances. I didn't need YouTube copyright school to tell me that people don't like it when I use their stuff without paying for it. I am currently using my own video resources and my own audio for everything, but as you can tell, it's not very impressive. Now, I know that there's nothing wrong with the way that I have things working now, and some people, apparently, like watching me art while I discuss various topics. And this is good. I like that people like that, but I feel like it could be better. My YouTube senpais, as it were, can do some pretty awesome stuff, and I've seen them skate around the copyrights pretty well until recently. Seeing what YouTube is neglecting to do for them just keeps me in my little safety bubble, hoping that I'm not treading on anybody's toes because I'm making fan art of characters that aren't mine. Even with all that said, I'm here to spread the word on behalf of these senpais, while also making a case for myself. Reviews, rants, reactions, parodies, and top 10 videos, they're all things that I have planned for the future and I really want to do, but confined to my own devices, the process for these things takes more time than I would like. Maybe I just give myself too many things to do, I don't know. But what I do know is that if the copyrights of YouTube partners like me can be upheld, things will come together much easier and much more effectively. Things like reviews, reactions, and top 10 videos are, let's face it, more effective when you actually present subject matter that is preferably in motion related to the subject at hand. Saying that I put up a few screenshots and stuff like that, technically, people can... these companies or whoever it is that's getting on everybody's butts about it can still get on my case for that kind of thing. You know, you can put up your YouTube disclaimers, your copyright blah 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 thing that says could determine the blah 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 blah, fair use, don't take this video down, please, YouTube people. None of that stuff ever works. It doesn't matter if the disclaimer's on the video, or some people can get away with using this stuff if they mirror, you know, like flip over the video clips that they're using, or, you know, distorting the audio and stuff like that, but honestly, it's not as enjoyable when people have to do that and, you know, warp the video and crop it in really awkward ways. I mean, if I want to do a top 10 list of this, that, or the other thing, then, honestly, I don't think people will be satisfied with just watching me draw one thing, maybe the number one thing at the end of this top 10 list, especially when I decide to draw something that's not necessarily relevant, like in that Valentine's Day video, which hopefully people were enjoying anyway, because I thought the subject matter was pretty well covered. Basically. I mean, do I really want to upload my audio reaction to my first time watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Of course I do. It's me and my sister watching this, and we are reacting to it. It's funny. I could put subtitles on it and all this other crap, but it'll be easier to know what it is we're reacting to if we use visual cues, you know? Like if I could actually use clips from the episodes. And you know what? I actually uploaded that reaction once before, and they got me on the audio. You can very vaguely hear the sound of the episode going in the background because I didn't have anything plugged in. We were listening to it as we were watching. Oh, whoop-de-doo. More than one person and blah. It's frustrating. If I wanted to do something like that, at this point, I would have to do something like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in less than 5 minutes, where I put up these crudely sketched comics. And you guys go ahead and tell me whether or not that's a good idea, because I can definitely totally do that. It'll take time, but again, even if I do that, they might still catch me on the audio, and that is just dumb. It really is. There's lots of other things that I'd like to do. So many plans that won't come together as nicely as long as this fair use crap isn't being supported. I mean, granted, my editing skills aren't to the point where I can say that it looks professional enough to be called a review and stuff like that, but please be aware that the people who are professional enough, or at least can look professional enough with the presentations of these reviews and parodies and top 10 lists, they're getting all of their stuff taken down because of this whole stupid fair use thing, and this is turning into more of a rant, so I'm just gonna cut it down now. I'm sorry if this little spiel suddenly turned into something incredibly off-point. I want to establish that I'm capable of doing things better, but some abuse of power is not allowing me to do that with confidence. Honestly, I just want to provide better content for the people who like what I do, though those of you already here probably wouldn't mind the setup remaining as it is, let's face facts. One way or another, at least try to acknowledge the unfair use of the term copyright to try and make YouTube a better place. I mean, I could probably live with crudely drawing comics and choppy animations, but for the sake of my senpais with all their talents, let the hashtag be spread. Thank you for suffering through this, guys. As a real attempt to show my appreciation, my next video, whenever I get it up, is going to be my first completed top 10 list, SpamCrackers' top 10 scariest stands in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Until then, my peeps, ciao! Oh, and where's the fair use?